Hello again, and thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. The subject is fear. F-E-A-R. Do you suffer from fear? Do you get afraid sometimes? Are you afraid of the dark? When you were kids, you were probably afraid of the dark. I don't know. What scares you the most, and why does it scare you? Fear. I'm going to go to some acronyms with you, and some of them are fun, and tell me what you think about. Well, yeah, you can tell me what you think. You can email me. Fear. My favorite is false evidence that appears real. You're in a situation that haven't happened. You've never experienced anything like this before. You're about to do something new, and you're scared. What are you scared about? You really don't know. False evidence that appears real. Fear. For everything, a reason. That's not bad. F-E-A-R. Fear. Feeling excited and ready. That's good too. I like that. Fear. Face everything and recover. That's good. And there's another one. Face everything and run. Face everything and respond. False expectations appearing real. Forgetting everything about reality. Now, I think that's also a good one, because I think in that moment you do forget everything about reality and become afraid. Failure expected and received. You know, for the religious, remember there's this thing about Job. He said, the things that I'm afraid of or fear has come upon me. Fear is the opposite of belief. I don't know if a lot of people know this. In the same way you believe in for good, the people say you're having faith. The same way when you are fearing for bad, you actually believing for bad, you're having faith as well. That's negative faith. And Job had negative faith. He said, the things that I greatly fear is come upon me. Fear, failure expected and received. Fear, false experiences appearing real. Fear. I like this one too. Fear, future events already ruined. I'm going to give you the dictionary definition, because we hear the word, and a lot of times a lot of us don't know the full meaning of a lot of the words that we use. So I will try to unpack this a little bit for you here. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. And that's when the fight or flight response comes in, right? Fear, dread, fright, alarm, panic, terror, trepidation mean painful agitation in the presence of anticipation of danger. Fear is the most general term and implies anxiety and usually loss of courage, which is what happens. Fear of the unknown. Dread usually adds the idea of intense reluctance to face or meet a person or situation, and suggests aversion as well as anxiety. For a lot of you, that was your first date. Or somebody you really liked, and they might not like me. That is fear. Face the meeting with dread. Fright implies the shock of sudden, startling fear. Fright at being awakened suddenly. Alarm suggests a sudden and intense awareness of immediate danger. View the situation with alarm and with panic. It also implies unreasoning and overmastering fear, causing hysterical activity. I'll stop there. I'll just go into my notes on fear, and this is from my own experience, but I thought I should entertain you with the meaning and you get a bigger grasp of it. But fear happens when you are in an unknown or an uncertain or unfamiliar situation or circumstance. You know, you're there for the first time, you don't know what to expect, and we live so much in a world of expectations that when we get into a situation, we want to impose an expectation on that situation, and because we cannot expose an expectation on that situation, we become fearful because it's uncertain. We have nothing to hold on to, nothing to grasp. We have no assurance at all, and because we have no assurance, we become afraid because we don't know what to do. You go into the fight or flight mode. This is normal. Being in the fight or flight mode is normal. It is part of our makeup. Our ancestors, that's how they survived. They had to be in that mode all the time, and that is part of, and because we are also the descendants, we also have these things built into us. It's like almost like an instinct. It is there in us, but we have to know how to use that instinct properly, understand what it is, and deal with it in that moment with intelligence and with understanding. We were programmed this way. It is a part of our survival makeup. When you are in any of these situations, you must acquire knowledge. Whenever something is happening, you try to learn quickly what's going on. That's important. When you go into fear, you cannot learn quickly what's going on, and you panic. You cannot absorb anything. You cannot even think. But if you relax and not go into fear, then you can think, you can gather knowledge, and that knowledge that you get will move you forward. We need to know, especially, what is next before we can move. And in every situation you have that. That's why people said they are frozen. A lot of people do actually freeze when they're in different situations. And they freeze because fear freezes them, but they don't know what to do, and they cannot go right or left because of the fear. But after assimilating knowledge, which is very true, meaning knowledge, something that you can rely on, something that's believable, we decide to continue. And this is where faith comes in. And if somebody can give you assurances in that moment, faith, in the religious, it says faith comes by hearing, and it is true. You hear something, it builds your confidence, and if you didn't think that you can do it before, suddenly you get somebody gives you what you call it, a pep talk, and yes, I can do it, I can accomplish this. Yes, that is faith. You've now overcome fear. And when that happens, you become bold. And when you become bold, you break through, you have a breakthrough into this new situation. And when you have this breakthrough into this new situation, you have now overcome fear. Fear, false evidence that appears real. Yes, don't pay attention to the false evidence. Usually the false evidence is just emotions that you feel in that moment. And if you understand that every single human being in any new situation that they're in, they are fearful, they are nervous, and some just want to quit because they don't think they can do it. Why? Because they are afraid of the unknown. But once it becomes known, they can do it. Whether it's a public speaker, whether it's an actor, whether it's a preacher, whether it's a police officer, whatever it is, before they become what they are, they have to overcome all these fears. And this is something I want you to know. It's almost like a passage that all of us have to go through when we're doing transitions in our lives. You've been a failure all your life, and suddenly you want to be a successful person, and you become fearful when you are faced with new opportunities, new decisions, when you have to depend on yourself to learn things, understand things, and move forward. Then you go into fear, and fear can freeze you up. But that's what everybody faces. But as soon as you're able to break through that barrier, you're on the other side. And that's what you want, isn't it? But fear is like a check. Seriously. You talk to any person, especially people who have made it big in life, and they will tell you that they had to pass that test of fear. And it is false evidence that appears real. You can accomplish anything. The only thing that's stopping you in life, in any situation that you're in, is what you're choosing to believe. And what you believe will either create fear or faith. It is that simple. You talk to a lot of educated people today, or rich people today, And some of them barely have any education. Some of the richest men in the world don't have a grade 3 education. I know that's probably hard for you to believe. But even Bill Gates didn't make it through college. I mean, university, right? He was dropped out, and he's wealthy. You believe in yourself, and you believe what you are going to accomplish will be accomplished. Period. That's all you need. And you tell fear to take a walk, but you tell fear to take a walk by learning the opposite of fear. Learning that yes, I can do this. These are the steps that I need to take to do this, and I will take those steps and I will do it. And don't look back, because when you look back, you are looking back at the things that was holding you back in the first place. You don't want to see those things again. You want to be always moving forward in your life. Overcome fear by taking that step. And as you progress, you will grow. And as you grow, you will become stronger. And as you become stronger, every time you face a situation, you will know it is just another test. And you can tell fear, you are false evidence. The reality is, I am going to accomplish this goal, whatever that goal might be. And nothing is going to stop me. And anything that tries to stop you is a stumbling block that you have to personally turn into a stepping stone because you believe. But if you are afraid that stumbling block or stone will trip you and cause you to fall. Alright? And every experience in life is to test you, to test your faith, or to cause you to have faith and defeat fear. So, defeat the fears. Okay? See you in my next video. Thanks for joining me today, and I wish you all the best. Oh, and remember, I have songs on e4women.com that's there to do exactly what I'm telling you tonight, today, to have faith and not fear, to build your confidence, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem, so that you believe in yourself, so that you, in every situation that you are in, you can overcome, you can make a breakthrough, you can get there. Right? Don't let anything stop you. The only thing that's stopping you is fear. This, as one person said, the only thing that stops you is fear itself. I'm still talking about fear. But yes, so download the songs. The songs are there to empower you, to strengthen you, to motivate you, and help you to have that courage to overcome. And what it will take months to read and absorb from books, you can get it by listening to a simple song in minutes. In minutes. Alright? So go to the site, buy a couple songs. They're not very expensive. I should be charging way more for them because of the value, but on these sites, that's as much as I can charge for right now. So download some songs and build your faith and be victorious. See you on my next video. Okay, bye.